So I think one of the biggest things to consider is making it bidirectional. So we can't just be dictating at people, that they have to generally be engaged within their conversations. And that also means recognizing that they're capable of having complex conversations and that we're just using different language to engage and we're not actually dumbing down the science. Yeah, so as the higher that I went up in academia to become a scientist, it was very apparent that there weren't a lot of people that looked like me or came from diverse backgrounds. There wasn't a lot of representation. And then I also started to listen a lot to science stories on the radio and realized that in parallel, there was a lack of diversity within those stories as well. And so myself and a few graduate student friends decided, why don't we just start creating stories that we want to see representative of our community? So we went to our local community radio station and we learned how to mix and to do audio production. And that's really where Broad Science was born. It was using audio storytelling as a tool to make science more inclusive, because storytelling and radio, those are things that we see in everyday life. And then it just branched out into adult programming and youth programming. And it's really both personal experience and experience within STEM. Yeah. It started off as a one-day event for the youth aspect, at least. So we just wanted to be a part of a science festival in Canada, and we thought this would be a great idea, bringing in some kiddos into the radio station and having them talk to scientists. And we thought we would leave it at that. And then we started getting emails from teachers and funders who thought it was a good idea. And so what we thought was just going to be a couple of hours turned into 2 years and more. So that honestly is the most surprising. I think it's a trial and error period. A lot of things did not go as expected, but at the end of the day, all the youth had fun. And that's all we really wanted was, are they having fun and do they feel like they belong in the space that we had created? And that was a yes. So, I mean, there were not little things that we hadn't considered being adults and being scientists ourselves. Like, if you're a 10-year-old and you're meeting a scientist for the first time, you're probably going to be nervous. So sticking a mic in front of you might not be the best thing to start off with. So now we've integrated a meet and greet, right? And we actually talk to our participants, our youth, who help us move our program forward. So we can integrate suggestions like that. But on the whole, they had fun, and that's what we were really excited about. Being able to see the diversity of initiatives all over the world when it comes to science engagement.